The next question is from 2023 ka ek appointment. Okay. So the next question is, who has become the first woman chairperson of the Railway Board of Indian Railways in the year 2023? So the answer is Jaya Varma Sinha. No, no logic. She was disappointed. She was a member of the Indian Railways Traffic Service and she was promoted, and hence she became the chairperson of the Railway Board of Indian Railways in the year 2023. Now, the next question is, the following states were formed after 1960. Now, what is the chronological order of their formation? So, in order to understand, in order to find out the chronological order of these formation of the formation of these states that are here, we have to understand कि ये जो states थे वो कौन सी year में form हुए थे, right? So we have, first option is Nagaland, next is Haryana, next is Sikkim, and उसके बाद हमारे पास है गोवा. तो मैं हरियाणा से बिलोंग करती हूँ. सो हरियाणा डे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं हम लोग. 1966 में हरियाणा का फॉर्मेशन हुआ था, राइट. सिक्किम was formed in the year 1975, right. Goa was formed in the year 1984, and Nagaland was formed in the year 1963. So now that you know that इन साल में ये states का formation हुआ था, so now we can correctly align them in a chronological order. So the option is A. Nothing, no rocket science. ठीक है, you have to learn कौन से year में आपके states का formation हुआ था, and only then you will be able to find the correct chronological order. So the next question that we have to deal with is, which of the following diseases is caused by the deficiency of proteins, right? So option A is arthritis. Everybody must have heard of this name, arthritis. Arthritis का दर्द, जोड़ों का दर्द, so arthritis में you get joint pain. And old age में बहुत ज़्यादा frequent होता है. So I'm pretty sure like your नानी दादी, सबको आर्थराइटिस का कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम होएगा. लाइक आपके आपके नोन सर्कल में somebody definitely, किसी ना किसी को तो आर्थराइटिस का पेन होएगा. Next is kwashiorkor. This is something we'll discuss in a while. C is marasmus and D is scurvy. All right. Everybody in fifth or in fourth standard, fifth standard, your teachers must have asked you कि consume vitamin C, have lemons, have oranges, have mousami. Why? Because through these fruits, okay, through citrus fruits, you get vitamin C. And when you do not consume vitamin C, you get a gum disease. So you get a gum disease which is known as scurvy. All right. So we have eliminated two options here. Option A, arthritis हमने हटा दिया. Option D, scurvy हमने हटा दिया. Now we're left with kwashiorkor and marasmus. Again, you have to learn a few things in order to answer the questions that are being asked in the question paper. Now, kwashiorkor में primarily क्या होता है? There is deficiency of protein. Okay. So kwashiorkor में क्या होता है? The little boy or the little girl, they'll be very, very thin, very frail. Okay, but they will have a big belly. All right, so you can see in the photo also here. Okay, the boy has, you know, bones coming out here. Okay, you can see the bones, but has a belly, has a belly here, right? So this is what happens in kwashiorkor when a kid has deficiency of protein. The body becomes very thin, body becomes very frail, and a little bulge over the tummy comes up, right? Now next is मरासमस के बारे में भी और हम जान लेते हैं। मरासमस में क्या होता है, देर इज डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ कैलोरीज एंड देर इज डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ प्रोटीन एज वेल। मरासमस में क्या होता है कि again that little kid, thin, frail, very slim, the bones are coming out, right, doesn't have a belly जैसे क्वोशिकोर में होता है, so that is marasmus. Now marasmus, अगर आपसे पूछा हुआ है यहाँ पे deficiency of proteins plus calories, तब आप मरासमस को टिक करेंगे, ओके। अब हमसे सिर्फ पूछा हुआ है यहाँ पे just proteins, deficiency of just proteins, hence the answer would be kwashiorkor. All right, now let's just go to the next slide. The next question is, what happens to the pH level of ocean acidification? Now something to ponder upon. All of us, we travel by cars. All of us have been contributing to the carbon dioxide, to the greenhouse effect, to be honest. सिर्फ मैं, हर कोई कहीं ना किसी तरीके से ग्रीन हाउस इफेक्ट में कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहा है, अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन दे रहा है। ऑलराइट, सो उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है कि ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस का की जो मात्रा है आपके एयर में वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है। ऑलराइट, सो द CO2 is increasing in the air. Now what happens is that CO2 एक एक्सेस लेवल में हो जाता है, राइट right? अब एक्सेस लेवल में होगा तो कहीं ना कहीं तो ऑब्जॉर्ब होगा। लेट्स से दैट इज ओशियन, ऑलराइट, ओशियन के उधर भी जो CO2 है, देयर इज, इट्स इन एक्सेस इन द एयर। सो व्हाट विल द ओशियन डू? It will try to absorb that CO2 in itself. ओशन एसिडिफिकेशन का मतलब ये है कि जो एक्सेस CO2 है आपकी एयर में, राइट, वो ओशन खुद अब्सॉर्ब करने लगेगा। और उसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि उसका जो पीएच लेवल है वो कम हो जाएगा, डिक्रीज कर जाएगा, एंड हेंस इट इज नोन एज एसिडिफिकेशन। और ओशन में हो रहा है तो ओशन एसिडिफिकेशन हो रहा है। So now the question is, what happens to the pH level of the in ocean acidification? So like I've told you already, the pH level, it goes down, right? All right. So the next question is, who is the first para athlete to receive Padma Bhushan Award in India? Now there are four options. I'm pretty sure all of us must have followed Olympics, Paralympics also. हमारे मैक्सिमम ओलंपिक के जो मेडल्स आते हैं वो पैरा एथलीट्स की वजह से आते हैं। लास्ट ईयर थोड़ा सा कम था, आई थिंक 6 मेडल्स मिले थे, उससे पहले हमको 7 मेडल्स मिले थे ओलंपिक्स में। बट पैरा एथलीट्स, देव कंसिस्टेंटली, देव इंक्रीज the number of medals that they're getting for India. And hence para athletes should also be given that same amount of respect, that same amount of attention that we give to our other sports persons, right? And so this question, who is the first para athlete to receive the Padma Bhushan Award in India? All right, so there are four options here. First is Bhavina Patel. Now Bhavina Patel, she's a table tennis player. She's a table tennis player. All right. Devendra Jajaria is a javelin player. You must have heard of Neeraj Chopra also, who got India's first individual Olympic gold medal. वो भी javelin sports से ही है. Then we have Avni Lekhra. She is an Indian shooter. And next is Mariappan Thangavelu, high jump. So if you were reading the newspapers back in the day when Neeraj Chopra also got the gold medal in javelin Olympics, उसी साल ये सारे awards भी दिए गए थे. So Devendra Jhajjaria got the Padma Bhushan that year, and hence the answer is Devendra Jhajjaria here. Now the next question is Zemu Glacier is located in which state of India? That is Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh. Now, why this glacier is being asked? Now, again, like I said before, that greenhouse gas effect is increasing day by day. Every day it's increasing. ठीक है, toxic हो ही जा रही है हमारी air. I mean, in Delhi also you must have heard कि toxicity AQI level they're increasing constantly. They're increasing. ग्रीन हाउस गैस के वजह से होता क्या है कि जो गर्मी है ना अर्थ के ऊपर, ठीक है, सो ग्रीन हाउस गैस दे एक्ट एज अ ब्लैंकेट ओवर द अर्थ. सो जो भी हीट निकल रही होती है तो वो उसको ट्रैप कर लेता है. जब एक्सेस ग्रीन हाउस गैस होगी तो एक्सेस हीट ट्रैप होगी, और उस एक्सेस हीट ट्रैपिंग की वजह से क्या होगा कि the earth will become warm. And because Earth is becoming warmer, what is happening is that the ice, the glaciers, the melting. All right, so we need to be very cautious because we'll be seeing the repercussions in a few years. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie 2012, but if you have, please do. If you haven't, please do. Please watch 2012 and also watch Ice Age. All right. So, Zemu Glacier, where is it located? We have to find out which state. The answer is Sikkim. Alright. सिक्किम में जीमू ग्लेशियर है, and the glacier it's melting, उसका जो size it's decreasing, and not just Zemu Glacier but like I think it stands true for all the glaciers that we have in the country and across the world also. Like most of them, they are, melting. And hence, it is upon us as citizens that we need to start taking care of our surroundings. We need to start taking care of the kind of air that we are breathing, and, to conserve the planet so that सिर्फ हम लोग ही नहीं बट हमारी आने वाली generations भी इस planet पे easily जिंदा रह सके जैसे हम लोगों ने अपना time बिताया है. Alright, so the next question is, who among the following is Chile's first woman president? Chile is a country in South America. Now, where is South America? Is in the south of North America. Alright, so we need to find out कि चिली की फर्स्ट वुमन प्रेसिडेंट कौन है. अगेन समथिंग दैट हैज zero logic behind it, but if you read the newspaper you can easily get the answer. So the first is Mary Robinson. Second option is Michelle Bachelet, Kim Campbell, and we have Jennifer Shipley. इन चारों में से सबसे पॉपुलर चिली की जो पॉलिटिशियन है इट्स मिशेल बैचलेट. ओके, now she is one very very popular politician from Chile, and she has served as Chile's politician president for two terms. Okay, okay. So she has served from 2006 to 2008, and her second tenure was from 2014 to 2018. Now, again, if you read the newspaper, see, you cannot skip reading newspapers if you want to prepare for CUET or any other competitive exam, especially the GK part. You have to be connected with the things that are going around yourself, and not just what is happening with your friends, but important world events, important national events, important sport events, important historical events, and not something like as basic as to what I had for dinner last night, right? So keep reading the newspaper, keep updating yourself, keep yourself curious. That is something which is very, very, very important if you want to become better at GK. Be curious, ask questions. Do not sit quiet. Ask questions. Ki, why this? Why that? How this? What is happening? Where is it happening? And that is how you know, uh, gain that knowledge also. All right. So never stop being curious, guys. Never stop being curious. All right. So the next question that we have is which organization developed and launched Ugram, okay, which is an indigenous assault rifle for the armed forces. Now, if you put like a little brain here, you will understand that ISRO is primarily associated with space research and space programs of our country, right? So, something as basic as assault rifle would probably not be developed by ISRO, okay? Because it's an assault rifle, it is being used by your Indian Army, it's being used by your paramilitary forces also, and other armed forces also. So, space research, space organization, उसमें तो I don't think assault rifle का कुछ लेना देना है until and unless like some scientist wants to kill somebody else. Okay. Next is your Bell, Bharat Electronic Limited. Now Bharat Electronic Limited produces electrical appliances and electronics for the Indian government. Now, assault rifle, which is basically a gun, would not be developed by Bell. So we can eliminate Bell also. Next is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, something which is associated with development of aeronautical devices, all right, or maybe airplanes, something which is flying in the air. Okay. So अगर उससे कुछ related है तो Hindustan Aeronautics Limited will be responsible for it primarily, right? Assault rifle again, I don't think so. HAL should be making it. So we can eliminate HAL also, and we're left with the option D, that is DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, because this is an assault rifle that is being utilized by the defense personnel such as people from the armed forces, army, navy, air force, and paramilitary. So, DRDO is responsible for the development of this assault rifle. So, you can clearly see the photo here of the assault rifle that is being used by the armed forces people, right? All right. So we're done with 15 questions. We're done. We have to do 25 questions. So we're left with 10 more questions.